it do, Bleeds. You know what I'm saying? We back with another one. It's 2026, man. And I told myself, man, I'm gonna take these Bleed stories a little bit more serious, man. I appreciate everybody who be tapping in with me, sharing my stories, commenting, things like that. I am gonna start like announcing my stories on Instagram, but I probably won't be posting them on Instagram as much. I'm only gonna be posting on my TikTok and my YouTube, which the link is in my bio on my Instagram. And yeah, man, turn me up, man. I'm gonna try to get y'all 2 stories a week, man. So turn me up. And before we get into it, I wanna say, man, this is my life story. I ain't gonna say names on in every story, but if I say your name and something or anything like that and you feel away, it's my life, Sean. Like this shit that happened in my life, and if you wanted it to be a different story, you should have did something during that time. I ain't faking or nothing like that, but like I can't rewrite history, Slim. That just is what it is. So, but we gonna get right into it. This the story of when we was on the run with my dad. I just posted a story of my father, man, and everybody was giving feedback. Slim, I got endless messages and DMs like, man, your father was wild as shit. Your father crazy as hell. But so during this time, I can't even remember how old I was. I think I was probably in the sixth grade though. Probably was like in the fifth or sixth grade. Boom. We used to live out Riverdale. If you know, you know. It's like a McDonald's that's on the corner before you get. It's like, yeah, I think it's East West Highway. No, Baltimore Avenue. My fault. It's a McDonald's on the corner. It's some houses on the other side of the McDonald's. I used to live in those houses right there. I used to live in a townhouse. Boom. So during this time, everything good. Like shit is me, my sister, my mother. You know what I'm saying? My father. We got a dog. like, like shit's sweet. You know what I mean? But I'm noticing. Like I'm getting gifts out the ass. Like my father, he coming home. Damn near every time he come home, he giving me something. He giving my sister something. He giving my mother something. Like damn near every time this nigga come home, like no exaggeration, bro. In my backyard at the time, I had a go kart. I'm talking about a real go kart, nigga. I had a motorbike before like dirt bikes and motorbikes was even cool. Like I been had a mini bike. Um, BMX bikes, trick bikes, all that. Like I had about 12 bikes in my backyard, bro. Most of them, me and my men stole, but a lot of them, my father just he'd see it, like, man, I thought you would like it because like at this time I was really into bikes and shit, so I used to damn near break a whole bike down and rebuild the junk, like for no funny. Like I said, I'm like probably 12 years old at the time, 11, 12 years old. So boom, so one day I'm coming home from school and my father like, pack your bag. I'm like, what? And I'm like, what the hell? So my mother like, man, pack your bag. Da, 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 da. We about to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? For the weekend. That weekend turned into like a week and a half. Mind you, we still in school. So, like I said, so I get in the house. So my father like, yeah, pack your bag. Boom, boom. So I'm packing my bag. Da, 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 da. My sister get out of school like later than me because she in high school at the time. I'm still in elementary. So there she come home, boom, boom. They telling her like, hey, pack your bag, da da da. We about to leave. We about to go have a vacation, whatever the case may be. So we like, damn, what the hell? Out the blue, so we sice. We like, man, it's school time. We about to go out of town. We about to be looking sweet. So my father and my mother used to do shit like this all the time. Excuse me, my bad, y'all. But my mother used to do stuff like this all the time. Like they used to just be like, come on, y'all, we gone. And like literally we would take an hour, 2 hour rides and go somewhere, have fun, da 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 da. You know what I mean? Come back home. But at this time, like I said, they said pack your bags. So boom. So we in the car. My father like, I'm asking, you know, I'm geeking like, man, where you going? Where you going? My father like, man, just chill, just relax. You'll see where we going when we get there. So I'm sitting in the back seat. We riding or whatever the case may be. It's taking a break, mind you. This when I forgot what them Jones called. I think it's Nintendo DS or Nintendo SD or whatever the game may be. The little square jumps that flip up. Boom. So we riding whatever it may be. So we actually pull over to like a store that it may be. It's a GameStop right there by the store. So we pull over and go to the store. My mother and my sister went to the store, whatever it may be. So I'm playing the Nintendo. I'm playing the game in the back. So my father like, you want to go in the GameStop real quick? So I'm looking like, hell yeah, let's go. So we go in the GameStop. He's like, man, this the game you be, he's like, this the game you like? And it's funny that he really like did all that, cause bro, I swear I'm just like this with Deucey. Like if I notice something that he like, or if I like cause Deucey always come to me and be like, hey dad, watch this, or you know what I'm saying? He be showing me a little something. Man, we be in the store, man. I'd be like, ain't that the little junk you like? And he be like, yeah. I'm like, man, go ahead, grab it. You know what I mean? But so during this time, Pokemon lit. So he like, ain't this? He's like, man, ain't this the Pokemon game you be playing? I'm like, yeah, I be playing that junk. So the dudes was like, yeah, the new one. This the new one right here. I never forget. It was the Pokemon junk. It was all blue and it had the white little Pokemon bird on it. I never forget that junk. So he's like, yeah, this the new one right here. He's like, man, how much that junk? And I think the dude was like $30 or something like that. My father gave that nigga $30. Boom. He gave me the game. I was geeked. I was like, oh, snap, I got the jump. So we get the back seat. Boom. That's the first thing. So we get back in the car. Boom. So we keep driving. Boom, boom, boom. So we ride. I hear my mother and my father talking. So my mother like, man, where we better go? You know what I'm saying? What we doing? He like, man, we just gonna ride. We just taking a ride. So we in the back seat, me and my sister. She's doing her thing, whatever can be. Like I said, I'm playing the DS. Boom. So we pull up to a hotel. Nice ass hotel. Like, nice as shit. Nice ass hotel. Joe had an indoor pool, outdoor pool, and shit like that. Like, and during this time, it wasn't cold, but it wasn't summertime. You know what I'm saying? It was like probably getting into that point where it might be about to break into summer. So, man, we just like, damn, what happened? Oh yeah, so my fault, y'all. So we just like when we put up to the hotel, boom. Mind you, we ain't really got too much stuff that we packed, you know what I mean? Like we just packed some little short stuff or whatever it may be. So we just like ain't got no swim trunks, you know what I mean? We ain't really got too much stuff because when we got there, I'm like, man, I'm trying to get in the pool. I'm geeking to get in the pool, but I ain't got no swim trunks or nothing like that. So my mother, she need little stuff, da-da-da-da-da. So my father was like, man, fuck it. We about to go to the Walmart. We go to the Walmart. Soon as we walk in the Walmart, my father say, man, get whatever y'all need. Get what y'all want. Boy, we in that Walmart, nigga. It's funny because I just talked to my mother about this story because she broke down some information. Man, my mother was like, man, your father spent damn near $1,000 in that damn Walmart. And, hey, I ain't lying. I can vouch for it. We probably did, bro. Because he bought me 2 sets of swim trunks. One pair of swim trunks for the hotel. Then he bought me another pair of swim trunks because as we at Walmart, he like, man, we going to Busch Gardens. He took us to Busch Gardens. He like, man, we going to Busch Gardens. So he like, man, go ahead. So I'm picking up the trunks or whatever it may be. He like, man, you like those? I'm like, yeah, I like these. I like these too. He like, man, get both of them. So we getting that. My sister getting shit. My mother, they getting all their little stuff. So we finally leave the Walmart. Boom. Side note, my mother, like I said, we just talked about this story, whatever it may be. So side note, I really can't remember if we was all in the same room or me and my sister had a room and my father and my mother had a room, but they was together. Cause I remember once, like before we went to Busch Gardens, I'm outside sitting like between the doors, and I remember I don't know why I remember this, but I remember my sister coming out one room and my father and my mother coming out another. So yeah, so boom, so you like, we gonna go Busch Gardens. So we go to Walmart, we leave the Walmart and shit like that. We get back to the hotel, boom, boom, boom. So like I said, side note, my mother said when we get back to the room, she asked him like, nigga, where the fuck you get all this money from? And he's like, Terry, don't worry about it. I got my taxes back. He like, yeah, I got my taxes back, whatever case may be. So she like, all right, whatever case may be. So she ain't worrying about it, you know what I mean? So we, like I said, a day go on. Boom, next following day, we go to Busch Gardens. So we in Busch Gardens, we having a hell of a time. And it's the first time I found out my father was scared of heights, which was fucking hilarious because that nigga was mad as shit at me. So we at Busch Gardens having a good ass time. So during the time at Busch Gardens, it's like a little rope jump they go across. It's like a rope jump to go across and shit like that. And you just like walk across the jump, boom, boom, boom. But it's high as shit. So he like, my father used to always be like, Eddie, go ahead and do that. Like, he's always be telling me like how to do shit, or like it'd be something wild. He'd be like, you scared? I'm like, nah. He'd be like, man, go ahead. You know what I mean? So you gotta climb up the rock jump. It's like a rock wall. You climb up the rock wall, boom, and then you go across. Man, I do that shit, go across, da da da. My mother woke up. She like, go ahead, Jimmy, you gonna do it? He like, nah, I ain't messing around with it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, come on, Pop, you on? Man, come on, Dad. I'm like, come on, Dad, go there. Come on. Bro, he went up the jump. Like, the rock wall wasn't shit. He went up the jump. Boom, 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 boom. I'm up behind him. And you know, kids, bro, we kids. So, like, he going across the jump, but he moving kind of slow. I'm not really paying him no mind. I'm going to jump with him. I'm moving fast as shit. I'm bouncing on the jump. No, like, he look at me like, man, chill. He like, chill out. So I look at him like, man, what, you scared? He ain't saying nothing. He walked across the jump. So I go across the jump. We come down and shit like that. My mother busts out laughing. She like, I can't believe you did that. You know you afraid of heights. I look, I was like, damn, Dad, you was afraid of heights? He like, hell yeah. I like, damn. So, like I said, we had a good ass time. At the Busch Gardens, had a good time and shit like that. We like the next day we go out again. I think we went to like a few little restaurants and shit like that. Just having a good ass time. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, for like I want to say a week, bro. So boom. So about time we come back home, I remember this too. So everybody kind of sleep in the car, and it's just me and my father when we pull up back to the house. So he was like, what was crazy? He was like, man, hold on. So I'm sitting in the car, that can maybe he get out the jump, he go up to the door, and like he looking around, like, you know what I mean? So he looking around, whatever can maybe, boom, boom. He open the door, he go in the house, he come back out, he like, all right, come on, man. You know what I mean? So that was kind of something that I remember too, because I was like, now, previous stories that I told, like, I started noticing him doing that a lot. Like, at first he wasn't doing that much. You know what I mean? Like, he wanted to tell me, like, hold on. Like, we pull up to somewhere and I get out the car, he ain't saying nothing. Like, you know what I mean? And, like, me and my father back in the day when I was a youngin', I was his pocket. Like, that nigga, I was on his hip. You know what I mean? Like, where you going? I'm trying to go. Like, you know what I mean? So, bam, fast forward. After all that happened, boom. So I'm getting older, okay, maybe. So one day, me and my mother talking. So I bring up the story. I'm like, damn, man. I like, man, you want to know something that I remember? She was like, what? I was like, man, I remember we went to Busch Gardens one day. I was like, I don't know what the hell we went out there for, but I was like, I wasn't mad at it. I was like, we was in school and all that. She's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I remember that. And then she was like, she's like, you know why? She's like, you really know why we was out there, right? I was like, nah, why? She like, man, your father was on the run. I was like, what? She was like, yeah, your father was on the run. She's like, yeah, man, she's like, your father just robbed the bank. And he thought that they like, they knew where he was at and all that. So he made us, you know what I'm saying, come with him just in case, whatever the case may be, so he can do what he need to do to get us out the way, just to get us gone. I was like, damn, that's crazy. She was like, yeah, man, that whole time we was out there, out Busch Gardens, water country, and all. That's another thing we did. We went to the water park. She was like, yeah, water country and all that. She was like, yeah, man. She was like, he was trying to lay low. I was like, that's crazy. This nigga, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. This nigga had us on the run with him, Slim. And she was like, man, I ain't even gonna lie. She was like, I didn't know, but your sister did. Cause my father used to tell my sister and shit. He used to like I said, I was young as shit, so he wasn't really keep me in the loop with shit like that. You know what I mean? My father was never that type of nigga. All I knew is that nigga had his own business. He drove a truck, you know what I mean? And he was delivering packages because I used to go to work with him sometimes and shit like that. So, like, on the weekends or if I'm out of school or whatever it may be, I'd be like, Dad, can I go to work with you? And he'd be like, all right, come on, you can go with me. So, he'd be delivering packages, like, all over Maryland, all over D.C., sometimes in Virginia, shit like that. And, like, he'd be delivering the package, whatever it may be. And all I do is I hand the paperwork to the dude. He'll sign it. I rip it. Boom, give him his little copy, and keep it moving. I did not know my father was robbing banks until I want to say about 16, 17. Yeah, about 16, maybe a little younger than that. Probably like 15, 16. The only reason I found out because I was just tired of hearing that stupid shit. You know what I mean? Because they kept saying, like, because they knew how much I love my pops and shit like that. So everybody used to just, like, keep that shit a secret from me. And I used to be like, nah, because for one, I was already bad as shit. So they didn't want me to follow in his footsteps and shit like that, which was crazy because I ended up robbing and doing wild shit anyway. But but yeah, so they was like, man, they didn't want me to basically become like him because they already knew, like, man, anything that nigga did, I was trying to do. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, that was my heart for real, for real. Him and my mother, like, my mother now especially, like, man, bro, don't play with Terry or Jimmy. I ain't like, I ain't going like that. And I done bucked on my family. I done bucked on a lot of motherfuckers because of my pops. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, I done seen this man do a lot of shit for people, bro. Like, I done seen this man give a lot of people money. I done seen this man, like, stop what he doing to go help out. You know what I mean? Like, I've been with that man for a lot, so I just felt like when he went to jail, a lot of people just, like, brushed him under the rug, and they ain't like that shit, you know what I mean? But then when they see me in person, they, oh, man, I'm glad to see you, man, I miss your pops, da-da-da-da-da-da. And, like, certain people couldn't really say shit to me about him, you know what I mean? So I had my little times where I was bucking on everybody, like, man, don't say shit about my pops, like, none of that shit. Like, just leave it alone, you know what I'm saying? So, and then, like, I used to have little conversations with my pops and shit on the phone. And, like, as I'm getting older, the more and more I get older, the more open I was with my pops, you know what I'm saying? Especially when he was in jail. I'm letting him know damn near everything, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, nigga, I'm out here, you know what I mean? I ain't telling him, like, I'm robbing niggas, I'm selling drugs, I'm doing this, and this, but he ain't stupid and he ain't green. So if I'm telling him, yeah, I'm getting money out here or I'm doing this, that, and the other, he know I ain't got no fucking job. So you know what I mean? So, and then one time, I remember when I was young, I was geeking, bro. I was geeking. He called and shit. So, you know, it's like, man, if you want to speak to the inmate, press 5. If you want to disrupt the calls, press 7. Boom, boom, boom. So, I was geeking, like I said. I picked the phone up. I heard him at press 5, not knowing 5 was the number to disconnect all calls. Man, that shit started a whole episode of shit. Cause man, my father, and my mother kind of got into it off that shit. Cause he thought she did something. Boom, boom, boom. Whatever it may be. My sister, Janae, she was not fucking with me for a minute, bro. I was like, damn, I did not mean to. Like, I apologize. Like, I'm apologize to my sister. Like, shit, like, man, I'm so sorry. She crying and shit like this. That shit was crazy. But yeah, man, that was just a story though. A quick little recap of when, man, we kind of was on the run with my pops. Yeah, man, that nigga just, man, I miss my man. Slim RIP, my boy. But yeah, man, if y'all like my story, man, Share, comment, subscribe, man, to the YouTube channel, man. We about to run this up this year, man. 2026, man, I'm going crazy. Bleed.